Hi everybody, this is Dave and I'm fixing the Samsung Galaxy Tab 3. The model is GT-P5210 for your reference. And with this tablet, charging port was broken right there. And I replaced that cable, but see this, it's that one right there in the middle. I put in a new one already, but when you turn it on, these colors are funny. I'll show you what I mean. So it's like it's all pink where it's supposed to be black. And it's like it's pixelating. So there's the colors. You can see that they're definitely not right. So I'm going to show you really quick here how to fix it. Here's the tablet. I've already taken it apart. What you're going to have to do is take off the back cover. And here's the tools. All you need is a firm prying tool. This one has a firm edge and it's nice and triangular, from eastwood.com. And you need an L-shaped tool like this awl. It looks like it was just a straight awl bent in a right angle. And maybe a couple guitar picks or something similar to start prying the case apart. And you probably want some tape, some gold tape, to fix the connectors once you're done, so they don't come apart again. So your guitar picks, start prying gently, being careful of these areas here to the bottom right, because there's a digitizer cable there, and being careful of the top around the power buttons. You can see it there. You want to be careful around those areas. What you're going to have to do is pry around the edges. Just use a guitar pick if you don't have the prying tool, a firm one, and place it in between the frame and the base. You'll see it'll start to separate. You just go like this, start prying it up, and you'll see it slowly as you go around, and then return to the areas where you started. You'll start to see it come up. And go carefully around up here by the power buttons. And then if you have a prying tool, it's better, because you can really go in like that. You want to use that kind of motion. If you've never done this before, just go really carefully, slowly as you need to. You'll see it start to come up. Anyway, I've already worked your way around until you get to the part where the headphone connector is. And just go carefully around that. Pry it up. I started from the right side. Once it comes loose, then you can pull it up. And then you get the idea. You just have to pry carefully around the frame. Okay, and here's the back cover, already taken off of the tablet. Here's the panel of the frame and assembly with tablet apart. See, there's 3 cables. One is for the digitizer, 2 in the middle is for the charging port, and third one is for the LCD. I already fixed the charging cable and port. Here's the port. It screws together with 2 screws there, Phillips head. You just undo those screws and it's stuck on underneath with a little bit of tape. You just pull that off. And there's the microphone, and there's the connector. Data connector, I guess, for that. And the cable itself, you want to do a search on the internet for GT-P5210 or whatever your model happens to be. This model is a GT-P5210, but it says GT-P5200 revision 1.0. Just do a search for that cable if you need that, replacing the charging port. Anyways, so now that it's apart, we can look at the cable. See why the colors are distorting, probably because it's not lined up and the cable's not in all the way. So what you might want to do is check all the connections. Here is the LCD. That looks good. LCD connection is lined up. But up here it doesn't seem to be. And I want to just double check all your connections to make sure that they're in. Alright, so first thing I want to do is remove the battery connector, just so there's no charge or shorts when you go to adjust the cable, your connectors. So get underneath with your tool, get underneath the wires, and just lift up while holding down the tablet. Brace your finger against the tool and just go up, and that releases. Now so what I'm going to do is release this clip here, this black clip along here. It's taped on, so carefully remove the tape from the cable. And then take the cable all the way out. And then just clean it if you have to, or brush it off if it's got any dirt in it. And I'm going to put it back in. Let's take a brush, clean inside the connector. Now I'm going to put the cable back in. And insert it all the way. It wasn't inserted all the way. You can see there that now it lines up with the mark on the motherboard. Just get some slack on the cable and use that slack to press in the cable if you're having trouble with that. And now that it's in, you can hold it there with your thumb or whatever and then press down the latch. And now it's in, and now what you want to do is probably put some tape over the connector so it doesn't come apart again. Just take your tape, And just for good measure, you can put an extra piece on the cable, across the cable, so that secures that. Then put the battery back together. You'll see it lines up with the notches in the connector. Just line it up. And press down, straight down. You hear a click on the left or right and or right sides, depending on how smoothly it goes in. It'll click maybe once or twice, and we can check out the tablet, see if it's working right again. So now I'm going to turn it back on and test it while it's still open. There you have it. The colors look good again. See, that LCD cable was loose, and that fixed the problem. So just check all your connections if something like that happens. That's all it was. So just snap the pieces back together, the front and the back, and just go with your thumb and finger all along the sides, pressing like that. And that's all you should have to do to put it back together. Snap it back together, going around it, and that's it. And if you go slowly and carefully, and remove the base and do what I did, you should be able to fix it. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy your repair.